Hello, Libra. I'm Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I will be doing the X spread for the month of March. This is for you and your ex or whoever you are connecting to in the past. So if you're not with anybody or partnered with somebody, it could be, just someone you're connecting to, but it's usually your ex. I also call it the X spread because I put it in an X formation. I'm going to read it as if this is you, Libra, and then this is who you're dealing with, who your ex is. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Libra. That is impossible. It is not a personal reading. It's sad that I even have to say that, but, some people get upset that, it's not their story, or some of it is and some of it isn't. It's a general reading. It's for everybody, and hopefully there's bits and pieces that everybody can get out of it. The collective, because that's what I try to shoot for. I know my readings tend to get pretty specific, so yeah, sometimes it could just be your story. But if it's not, please check your other signs, or maybe next time I'll pick up on your energy. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. The more you interact with me, the more apt I am to pick up on your energy. So there's always that as well. And if you would like a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Just send me an email and I'll give you all that information. And I'm so thankful for everyone who has already done that. You guys are awesome. Just want to say that. I just got a mic, so for all of you who were complaining about my audio before, hopefully this is better. I'm really trying. And thank you to everyone who has donated and, like I said, purchased a personal reading. The money that I get, I am trying to start my own business, trying to do this for a living. But it does go to the channel. I did get some new cards, and yes, I got the mic, and I'll continue to upgrade and get new setups and whatever. I like to keep things fresh so that you're not looking at the same damn thing every time, I get bored easily, so I want to make sure nobody else does, So anyways, let's get this party started. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. And also, I do read all my comments. I really, really do. And I love all the feedback that you guys are giving me. You have been absolutely amazing and so kind. Anyone who wants to be negative, though, you can just take a flying fuck, go away. I pride myself on, being kind and generous and, helping everybody, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys. But if you're going to be rude to me because I don't pick up on your energy, or you don't like my reading style, or you don't like something about me, whatever it is, I really don't care. If you don't like me, leave. It's that simple. There's thousands of other readers on YouTube, and a lot of them are really wonderful. If you don't like me, pick somebody else who suits your needs. We all vibe at different frequencies, and I can only say what I see. So, those of you who are meant to be here following my channel and interacting with me and everything, and being continued personal clients of mine, that you're meant to be in my world, and I'm meant to be in yours, and that's just how it is. So, but anyways, let's move on. So your overall energy right now is woman holding coin and walking away. I just did Scorpio, and Scorpio got walking away as well. So woman holding coin is basically about abundance. It's about security. It's about having all the things that you need, especially materialistic wise. She kind of reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles in a way. But it could also mean that if you're not in a stable situation, if you're not financially secure like she is, there could be a woman around you who is. It could be a mother, it could be a sister, an aunt, a friend, a coworker, what have you. But there could be somebody helping you get the stability, the finances, anything. They could be helping you to walk away from a situation for good. say you are currently living with somebody, you share finances, you share a home, what have you. This woman might be you might move in with her. She might help you get back on your feet because, your spouse or your long-term boyfriend, fiance, whatever, took care of you in a financial sense. So this person's helping you with that. I just get the sense that some of you, there's like two groups. There's a group of Libras who are very well off and they're secure and doing great. And you might be this helpful woman helping somebody else in your environment. And then the other group of Libras, are needing help, are receiving help of some kind because you are walking away for good from the situation. Well, at least that's what I'm getting at. So, the theme so far, I know you're only my second reading, but the theme is walking away, and that can be pretty empowering. Just gonna say that. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. This is equal give and take. This is reciprocity. This is sharing. It can also be greed. So some of you could be greedy and not sharing what you have, or not wanting to share it with your ex, especially because they didn't help you attain your goals. Like, you could have wanted to, you could have gotten a promotion at work, or you could have switched careers, you could have relocated, you could have started your own business, you could, be working multiple jobs, whatever. But whatever you've done, you've gotten to a point where you're more financially secure, and this person wasn't part of that. So maybe you do want to be greedy and you don't want to share with them. Maybe you want to share with other people, deserving people. But I get more of a sense that someone wasn't sharing with you. Things were not even in this dynamic. Things were not even in this dynamic. So you might have given more to the situation than your ex did when you were together. Or you might have put in more effort to contact them to bring this union back together than they did, or vice versa. Energies can flip-flop. I'm going to read this as if it's you, but this side could be you. So, pick a side. All right, let's see what the mutual energies are between Libra and their ex, or whoever they're thinking about from the past. What is the mutual energies here? All right, well, we got two. So we have the Emperor and the World. The Emperor, he is very stern. He runs an empire. Like, he's a businessman. He can be an older gentleman too. If it's not a male, just that energy is, he's very powerful. People look up to him. He definitely stands in his power. Like I said, it's usually a strong male figure. And then with the World, this could be an ending. It could also be a new beginning, but it's about a cycle continuing or stopping. I know usually in the reverse, it's when it's, it ends, but I'll get more clarification on it later. But I get more of a sense that it could also be travel, that I feel like some of you are moving away from this Emperor energy, like this person, especially if you're a female, or if you're in the feminine energy. Somebody is moving away from this, I was going to say rough, from this rough energy, like masculine energy. Like, he's kind of rough around the edges, you know what I mean? Like, he's put together like James Bond suit, all like sharp and whatever, but he's not overly emotional. He doesn't show his emotions. So it's almost like moving away from this emotionless person. Not saying the Emperor doesn't care, because he does. It's just he's more of, he's like that tough love, That's what I get from this from this right now. And he's very ego based. He's self-absorbed. So I feel like that's moving away from that type of energy. You could be taking on this energy too, like standing in your power and moving away from the situation. Somebody could have literally moved as well. There could be distance between you and your ex. All right, and at the bottom of the deck right now, we have the King of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The King of Cups, he's loving, he's nurturing, but in his own way. He does not wear his heart on his sleeve. So like the emotions run deep with him, but he doesn't show it. He will, but he's not mushy gushy, you know. But I feel like he suppresses his emotions. So if this is your ex, you know, if you're a female and this is a male, I mean, it could be anybody. This is the masculine energy. I just saw 1111, by the way. Anyways, he's suppressing his emotions, good, bad, or indifferent. And when people do that, it's going to boil to the surface eventually. This could be the same person suppressing his emotions and then they're going to come out. It could also be you, but I feel like it's the person you're dealing with. And if it's not a person, the energy between the two of you is suppressed. You suppress your emotions. They run deep. You feel deeply for this person, like you love this person. I almost feel like the love is kind of moving away, like the cycle's kind of closing. So you'll always, when you love someone, you always love them, but you can kind of fall out of love with them. So like you just care about them now. You're not in love with them passionately. You know what I mean? I just get the sense that something might erupt here. Like somebody's emotions might get somebody might get a little carried away with things. With how they feel, like a heated conversation or something, because they've suppressed how they felt for so long. Could be you, could be them. All right, so what is in Libra's thoughts about this ex? All right, we have the Chariot. This is making a decision to move forward. It could be making a decision to travel. Like I said, there's distance here. Could also be, see, in your head it's almost like you've made the decision, but yet you're kind of confused about it. You might have multiple options. Either you have multiple options and you don't know which direction to go in. You know, should I stay single? Should I go with this new person? Should I go with the old person, kind of thing? Or you could be thinking that you want to move forward, but you don't know if this person has options. There's a lot of confusion here about a new beginning, about starting over. So how does Libra's ex, well, what is in Libra's ex's thoughts? How does the ex, what is in their thoughts? Why do I keep saying how? Oh, what is Libra's ex thinking? There we go. What is Libra's ex thinking about Libra and this connection? I'll take one. Oops, sorry, I hit the microphone. I'm not used to this. All right, in their thoughts, we have judgment. This is making a decision, a judgment call. It's like paying for your sins too. It's like almost, it's judgment day. Like they're thinking about the repercussions of their actions. They might be thinking that you are judging them based on, you know, what happened in the past, because underneath that, oh, geez. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm not going to keep going, but all right. So that's in their thoughts as judgment. And like I said, reaping what you sow, facing your actions, basically, like, because then we have the Devil, and we have the Empress, and then we have the Five of Swords and the Tower. This is all at the bottom of the deck. So if I read it in order with this, like Judgment, there's some kind of negative energy here. There was something, there was some action that they did. There was something that they did that they regret, that they feel that they need to pay for, or that they feel that you want them to pay for what they did. Somebody could have been stuck in a certain behavior, like repeating the same thing over and over, like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. And then 2 days later or a month later, after they've been really great for so long, like, you know, being the man you always wanted them to be or the woman you always wanted them to be, and then they go right back to being their old self again. It's because they were, you know, they were lying about, they were pretending to be something they're not. We have counterparts after that with the Empress and the Emperor. They could have lied to you, to the Empress, like I said, counterparts here, or they could have lied about another woman. She can be the other woman. She's frazzled here. She's missing a shoe. She's not, it's almost like she's not really in her power. She's getting help from somebody else. So, you know, this person could have driven you to get help, to seek outside help, like with the woman holding coin here. Like I said, somebody could be getting help with this situation. You could literally be moving away from this Emperor, because I'm going to tell you right now, with the Emperor and the Empress, with the Devil in between, this is not a good dynamic. These are two powerful people, for one, but egos, you know, collide and clash when the Devil energy's here. This could be a codependent relationship as well, but I kind of get this almost abusive vibe from this guy. Like, he's the type of guy that will be like, oh, I like my steak medium well, or rare, or something. We'll say, I like my steak rare, and then you cook it that way, and they're like, you didn't even cook it, bitch, and slap you in the face. You know, like, you can never do anything right with this guy. And I kind of get the sense that this isn't for everybody, but this one scenario that I'm thinking of is somebody is helping you, Libra, to move, to get the fuck out, away from this person, to get away from them completely. I don't know if they're stalking you, if you're near them, if you have gotten away and you did move. I do feel distance, and when I say distance, it could just be a couple towns away. This person could travel to you. They could be watching you. There's a very toxic vibe here, but I also feel like they have somebody else. There's two women in this picture too. They could have cheated on you with one of your friends, or the help, like a babysitter, or a nanny, something along those lines, especially if you have children. If you don't have children, it could be like a maid, a housekeeper. It could even be like a secretary, or someone who is below this person, like in stature at work. So it could have been somebody that they worked with that's below them, so they feel superior, because obviously you can only control people who are beneath you, basically, I guess you could say, because that's where you hold your power. This person's an a-hole, for whoever I'm reading for, at least with that scenario. But anyways, and then we have the Five of Swords, and this is one-upping, like having the upper hand. You know, they're over here trying to paint the roses fucking red for her, because, you know, they're basically doing her dirty work, like lying to everyone, making things out to be something that they're not, and she's still punishing them for it. Like I said, with the steak analogy, you can't do anything right. It's almost like, I feel like you, Libra, it could be vice versa, but I really feel like Libra's the quote-unquote victim in this situation that I'm talking about. This person, like, you can't do anything right with them. You might sit there and lie, like, say they punched you in the face, you have a black eye, or they, you know, a tooth fell out of your head or something, or they broke a bone, they would take you to the hospital and sit there and be all King of Cups and like, oh, I'm such a good husband. This is like Jekyll and Hyde shit. You know, like, I don't know, like she slipped and fell on the ice and broke her face on a rock, like, you know, or whatever. Like, I love her so much, that's why I'm here. You know, one of those types of people. So this is like having the upper hand. And I don't like it, especially with the devil energy being here. I really don't like it. And it's almost like you were the battered woman and they were probably showering the help with all kinds of gifts and shit, like, because you got to sucker people in, you know what I mean, and make things look good. I don't know. Yeah, because I feel like with the tower, it all came crumbling down. Something got out, but I don't know if it was you, Libra, that did this, or if this was like the final fight that made you want to move away, that made you seek help, because she's flipping the fuck out. Like, look, she is ripping the cloth off the table. This isn't a house tearing down. She is just demolishing everything. Like, she's throwing dishes. She's having a temper tantrum. I feel like, you know, he had a temper tantrum because you didn't do what you were supposed to be doing, or you did what he asked you to do, but it wasn't right, because nothing's ever right with this person. I don't know if that makes any sense to somebody. I do know that it's not for everybody, but I get the sense that that's for somebody. Oh, shoot. Where'd the Emperor go? Ah, maybe the Emperor disappeared. Well, he's in here somewhere. Son of a gun. I didn't mean to put him back. I meant to put the Empress back. Holy... I must have shoved it right in the freaking middle, man. I just want all the cards out. I want them to be right. Oh, okay. It's got to be right here. Where are you, Mr. Flamingo? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. Not like we want to find him. He can go into hiding. Sheesh. Especially with an attitude like that. Alright. Anywho, how does Libra feel about their ex? If it's the abusive one, I hope you don't want nothing to do with him, but, you know, I do know how they can be emotionally manipulative, and it's like hook, line, and sinker. Trust me, I've been there. I have been there. And I got away from, well, I've been there more than once, but one of the guys that I was with, he, you know, he sent me to the hospital and all that. Well, we have the death card. That's how you feel. That's an ending. That's a transformation. I'll read these cards, but I'm not keeping them out. We have the Sun card and the Hangman. You know, he's just kind of hanging out, chilling, biding his time. He's not stressed out. He's like just trying to, I heard planning. This is planning. He's trying to see things differently, trying to see a way out, and then there's clarity and happiness here. So I feel like this ending, you know what, screw it, I'm keeping it. I'm gonna have to move this. I don't have enough room. Whatever, I'll shove it over there. Alright. This ending brought you, it makes you happy. Like, either you're still working out a plan of attack, or, you know, how to move forward. You're still in that process, but you've gotten the clarity that you need to be able to move forward and to end this once and for all. I just heard before, this is for like one person, before he ends you, before, you know, okay, this Emperor could literally be narcissistic. He could be a fucking psychopath, okay, a sociopath. Like, he doesn't feel He could be saying that he suppresses his emotions. He might pretend to have emotions. He might, you know, shed a tear for show. But the guy that and this is a guy, this is not a woman, this is a guy. The guy that I am seeing, you know, is fully capable of actually killing somebody. I'm going to just put that point blank. This person could literally stalk and kill somebody. I'm not saying he's going to, and I'm not predicting that. I'm just saying that's how, you know, loco this guy is. He doesn't care. And that could be why judgment's on his mind, because he might know that the law is getting involved. This person, this woman, this mother figure that is helping you might be getting the law involved. And he might know that he needs to face, he needs to pay for his crimes. I feel like he has gotten physical with whoever I'm talking to. This person's running, but you want it to end. You feel stuck in this situation. You're trying to find clarity. You know you'll be happy without this person. You're trying to get answers. You're trying to figure out how to leave. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to cough into the microphone. Oh, my phone. Shit. Okay. I am going to put you guys on pause for a moment because I need to go take care of something. If by chance I mess it up again, because I did this with Aries, you'll have a part 1 and a part 2. But hopefully we'll just keep the you know, the whole thing or whatever, and I'll do it right. But I'll be right back. Sorry about that, Libra. I was just making sure it came back on. We got the countdown. We're good. Okay. So for those of you who are not dealing with, you know, someone who was abusive or psychotic, this could just be an egotistical ex that you want to get away from, or that you did get away from. Either way, the energy is not that great, so I do strongly pick up on the energy of pretty much a sociopath or psychopath. This person is insane. So if you're really getting help from that situation, awesome. Definitely walk away. So it is freaking freezing in here. The wind is like 50 miles an hour outside. It feels like the house is going to blow down. It's almost like I live in a really old house, so I'm telling you, I'm like shivering. I don't know if you could see it. I got goosebumps like crazy. All right. So how does Libra's wonderful ex feel about reconciliation and the connection? We have the Lovers and Ace of Pentacles. Of course. All right, the Lovers is making a head over heart decision. And in this deck, this is actually pretty perfect for this situation. Just going to say, there's a dominant one, and then there's like, you know, the, what do they call it? The submissive one, I guess. So basically this person is the Emperor, is the asshole I was talking about. Of course they want to make the choice to, or the decision to have a new beginning with you. You probably do have financial security. They could want that, but regardless of that, they want a new beginning, because this type of person thrives off of control. They don't want to be with somebody who is superior to them. They're probably having a difficult time finding somebody else, and even if they're not, it's hard to relinquish that sense of control when you have somebody under your thumb like that for so long. I don't know how long you were with this person, but they feel like they are going to have a new beginning with you, that you will make the choice to come back. Maybe you guys have broken up and gotten back together multiple times, you know, in the past. I'm tripping over my words. I kind of feel like somebody has a hard time speaking their inner truth, like being themselves around this person. Like, it's almost like that nervous feeling, where you're afraid of what you say. Like, if you say the wrong thing, you'll have this conflict with the Five of Wands, and you don't want that. Not to mention, normally in relationships like this, in this type of dynamic, you put on a facade, a show to the world, to everyone else, both of you do, that everything is fine, because for the victim, it's embarrassing, and you genuinely do love the person. I mean, they emotionally manipulate you to the point where you feel like you're not good enough for anybody else. That's you know, they're the only one for you, and all that. And then the other person obviously doesn't want to be outed. They don't want people to come at them and fight them and argue against them and tell them how much of a piece of shit they are. No, but you know what I mean? This is at the bottom. Yeah, they don't. So on their side, with how they feel, this decision, they're willing to fight for this new beginning with you. They're willing to do whatever it takes. Ugh. Okay, so what is Libra's action or best course of action in this situation, within this relationship? What action should Libra take with their ex? Okay. Well, your course of action is the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. You need to move forward quickly into this single energy, this new beginning. I mean, she's very oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Prosperous. She's abundant. She's secure. She's happy. You know, this is also, you know, being content with being by yourself, like self-love. Like, she loves herself. She knows her worth. And I feel like a lot of you do. And even if you didn't before, you're getting there with this help. Like, walking away is opening your eyes and making you stronger and independent. And then this is fast movement forward. It could literally, be moving, especially with the World card here too. So this is move alone, run away fast, get out of there fast. It's also fast communication. Say, I'm done. I'm single. I don't want to be with anybody. Not just you. I don't want to be with anybody. Like, I'm moving on. I'm moving on by myself. That's your action. It's to either communicate that or just to hit the road, baby. And it's also in your thoughts with the Chariot. I just heard, this is like for one person. I just heard that they don't have a car. Someone took their car. Someone crashed their car. I don't know if you got into a car wreck and totaled your car, or if your person, this ex-person, did something to your car, slashed a tire, put something in the gas tank, did something so that it would malfunction so you couldn't leave the situation. That's not for everybody. But it wouldn't surprise me. I'm just going to say. That also might be why you're getting help from somebody else. And here in your feelings with death, it's also feeling you want to end this situation. You want to transform, like end it and transform yourself into this single energy, into this abundant energy, like move forward. It could, I just had it. It could also be you could be fearing death. You could be fearing that something bad is going to happen for some of you, not all of you. Also in a saddened state. If I don't know how many of you this is for, but I know it's not for every Libra. It's definitely not for the majority of you watching this. With the Hangman here and death, it could also be either attempted suicide or suicidal thoughts because you don't know how to get out of a situation, whether it's physically remove yourself from the situation or mentally, like even after the fact. This person could be stalking you, they could be watching your every move. You might just feel like this is your only way out. I feel like that is for a very small group, if not one person. But for the most part, you just want the relationship to end. You just want to be happy. You want to get the hell out of there. You want clarity. You want to know that this is over. You want to know that this person is gone. And for some of you, that clarity is knowing that this person is in jail. You are waiting. Some of you are waiting to hear the verdict because they're arrested, to see what's going on, how long they're going to be put away. And for those of you who aren't in that situation with them going to jail, they haven't been incarcerated or anything, some of you are trying to pursue legal action against them. I believe I already said that. And then for those of you, sorry, I hope that didn't get all crackly with my microphone. I'm moving everywhere. And for those of you who aren't in the abusive relationship, you're just, you were with an emotionally detached, your ex was emotionally detached from the situation. They weren't very doting, they weren't very loving, but they might have been kind of a jerk, but they weren't abusive. You just want to get away from that energy. And they just, they feel like they're feeling the sting of their actions in that case. But yeah, this is at the bottom of the deck for your action, along with moving quickly in this single energy. It's a new beginning, taking a leap of faith, just jump into that black hole, jump into the unknown, but do it alone and do it quickly. Because right after this Fool is the Devil again. You need to leap. You need to leap quickly. Yeah, because after the Devil, we have the King of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If not, the King of Wands he can be kind of cocky. He's self-assured, especially in the reverse. He can be egotistical, have a lot of pride, he's passionate. He can be promiscuous. He's very sexual. But with him next to the Devil energy, he can have a hot temper. He can have a bad temper. He can be vindictive. He can be not so nice. And then right after that, we have the Eight of Swords. This could be jail. This is also feeling mentally trapped, not knowing what to do. Like, she's tied up and blindfolded. She doesn't see everything falling to the ground around her, like all the chaos around her. It's almost like she's hidden in her little cocoon, like safe from everything around, everything that's going on, all the chaos. She's got her own demons, her own stressors, her own fears. She's just sitting inside this box of fear. It's like her own mental prison. This person is putting you in a mental prison. But taking this leap of faith, especially if it has to do with court, going to court, just moving forward with that could put this guy in jail. And that would be wonderful. So do what you can with that if that's your situation. If not, just move forward to get away from this, just to get out of it. Oh.
Then there was the Seven of Wands right under the Eight of Swords. So it's like defend yourself, stand up for yourself, fight back. Okay, so what action is the ex going to take with Libra? Son of a... All right, I am seriously reading for a fucking narcissist. I'm just not you, Libra, unless you're on this side, and if you are, then you know, I'm sorry to say it, but you need some help. This person needs some serious help. This person needs help to get away for their safety. This person needs like mental help, like, you know, a psychiatrist or something. They need to be locked up. Their action is the Seven of Swords. This is the lying, cheating, stealing card. This is deception. This is sneaking around. This could also be theft. This is, when I said that they were watching you, spying, stalking, they could be stalking you. They could also be talking shit behind your back, like telling people bad things about you, telling people lies, saying that you did, playing the victim. I just heard that, playing the victim. So turning it around on you like you're the bad guy, because of course they want to take the light off of them. They want, you know, they don't want people to know what they're doing. Oh my goodness. And then the Page of Wands, this is a new beginning, but not a new beginning. The Page of Wands, this is a message. It's not always good news. It can be, but like I said, it's a form of communication too. So like I said, they could be saying things about you behind your back, trying to have the upper hand here. Exactly. Oh my goodness. It's like with the Page of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Swords, it is seriously, especially with this sneaky energy, it is, they're getting emotional fulfillment out of this. It's almost like, excuse me, people like sociopaths and psychopaths, narcissists, they don't have empathy. They lack empathy. They don't feel for other people. The only time they ever like show emotion or feelings, I guess you could say, is when it has to do with themselves. That is the only time that they cry or that they give a shit, because they're self-absorbed. The easiest way to explain it is like a toddler. Toddlers, you know, children, young children, they don't understand that other people feel pain. They know when they feel pain, but they don't realize, like say they bite somebody, they don't realize that that hurts them because they don't feel it. It's the same idea. But when their ego is attacked, it hurts them. So they're basically being deceitful and bullshitting everybody with all these tall tales to make themselves feel good. Whenever you feel bad, you being in this Eight of Swords energy, like being stressed out, a high anxiety, being worried, fearful, whatever, that makes them happy. Don't let them know. Don't communicate this to them. Don't let them know how you're feeling. Don't let them know that it bothers you, because they get enjoyment out of this. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. All right, for his action, or I'm going to say his because I really feel like it's a male, or it's a masculine energy, even if it is a female. So Libra's ex's action is the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? I want one more for the Seven of Swords for this action. What is this deception? This deceptive act, besides talking shit and sneaking around at night, and it's like this person might even like be outside of your home sometimes. And I'm not saying this to worry people, like it's a prediction that this is happening. if this is happening to you, you already know what's going on. You're fearful of it. You're trying to get away from it. You want it to end. And if you're not dealing with an abusive ex, like it's pretty much zoning into that story, because this person must really need to hear this. This person, it could be a small group of Libras, but anyways, if you're not dealing with an abusive ex, this person, their actions towards you are deceptive. They could be sneaking around with other people. They have an ulterior motive if they're coming back. For those of you who are not dealing with an abusive ex, if they do try to come back, they're just going to be deceptive. About a new beginning, yes. They're being foolish. 3 of Cups. This is either reconciliation, coming together with friends. This could be drinking, partying. It's also third party. 3 is a crowd. So for those of you, well, actually for anyone in this situation, regardless, even if it is the abuser or just an egotistical person, this person is being deceptive about a new beginning. They might say that they want one with you, but they have somebody else. They're probably going to say, you know, like, you're my soulmate, I can't live without you, you know, you make me happy, this, that, and the other, you know, run away with me, blah, 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 whatever, you know, all those little sweet nothings they'll tell you, but it's all a bunch of crap. They're trying to move forward. There's something that they want. And if you're dealing with the abuser, I feel like they are trying to sneak around to figure out where you're going, to figure out what your new beginning is. They are watching. They are trying to sabotage your new beginning because they want to be part of it no matter what. That's for whoever's dealing with an abuser. Also with the 3 of Cups here, for some reason, I get the feeling that there might be children involved. There could be a child or multiple children involved in this situation. I don't know if you have a child with this ex. Some of you might, some of you might not. And if your ex in the abuse, okay, if your ex was abusive, and it's the psychopath I'm talking about, you're doing what you can to protect yourself and your child or children. And that's probably a big reason why this woman is helping you. I really feel like this is a mother figure. It might not be for everybody, but there very well could be children involved for some of you. All right, what is the desired outcome of this situation? What is Libra's desired outcome? What does Libra want to have happen? What does Libra want to have happen? Oh. What does Libra want? All right. Libra, you want the 6 of Cups. This is the past. This is reminiscing, you know, nostalgia, memories. You want things to go back to the way that you either want things to go back to the way that they were when they were good. You could be, you know, thinking about the good times, trying to get those negative thoughts out of your head, but also this could be children. I'm going to get one more. We have strength, yes, and she's holding a fawn. It looks like Bambi. You're trying to have the strength. You're trying to protect your children from your past. I feel like you're going to be victorious with this, though. You're trying to move forward, like literally move, maybe even move for work. Let's see, why is this? That's too many. Why is the 6 of Cups here for what Libra wants out of this connection. You might also have somebody else from your past that you're interested in, but I did say children right before that popped out, so let's see. That's too many. All right, Six of Cups. Why is this here for what Libra wants? You might, I get the sense, this just came to me, that you want your children to have good memories. It's like you want to make a better life for your children, especially if children are involved here. Some of you might actually try to reconcile with your ex, whether he abused you or not, because of the children. There could have been a deceptive threat, and you're doing whatever you can. We have justice. You want justice in this situation with this past person. You want them to pay for what they did. You also want to protect your children. You might be going to court to protect your children and yourself. I feel like the justice system is involved, like you're going to court. You want justice for what happened in the past, and you also want to protect your children and yourself. And if you don't have children, you just want to protect yourself and your family. Yeah, you want to protect them. This is a Hierophant. You know, this can be a boss, it can be a corporation, it can be, you know, going to school, it can be going to church, praying, higher power. You could be seeking help. You could be seeking religious help. Like, you could either be going through a church, or you could be going to a practitioner, someone who practices in the metaphysical, to help, you know, on a spiritual level with this situation. You could also be, you know, going before a judge to get justice in the situation. All right, so what is the desired outcome of this ex? What does this ex want to have happen with this connection? What do they want from Libra? What do they want with Libra? What is their desired outcome? This person, if you do have children, they could be using them as a pawn in their demented little game. You know, like, I'm a good father, I want, you know, I only want the best for my child, or I don't want you to be around anybody else you can't date. I don't want my child or children to be subjected to this man or this woman or that woman. It's my kid. And, you know, they're pulling every trick out of the book, basically. Ace of Swords, Four of Swords, and King of Wands. This is their desired outcome. For you. The Ace of Swords can be communication. It can be a new beginning. It can also be pregnancy. With the Four of Swords, that's like resting. That is coming back from battle and just chilling. You know, he's sleeping under this tree. He's tired. He's sick of fighting. And then we have the King of Wands, which is that egotistical guy that I was talking about before. It's the same one. Yeah, and then the Tower's here. I'm going to get more clarification, but for some reason, I keep hearing beat down. Like, they want to beat you down mentally, emotionally, physically, so that they're the one that you run to. That, you know, you're so tired of the fight, you're so tired of all these cutting words that you go back. That's what they want. They want to communicate that they're not going to give up. that they're going to wait until you pretty much do give up. And that's kind of how they're going to make it work. We have the Tower right here. This is that hissy fit. This is the breakdown. This is the sudden change. This is also healing. For some of you, if you're dealing with the psychopath, like I said, the abuser, this King of Wands could come in literally with some form of weapon, cutting. And you might have to heal from this, literally, like physically heal from this. It could be cutting words. It could just be nasty talk, like he's literally spread a bunch of bullshit about you to everyone and cornered you. So, you know, you're beaten down emotionally to the point where he wins. But this could be a literal healing. I just don't get how somebody would want that, and it's going to happen suddenly, and it's going to happen like there's going to be an argument, there's going to be a fight. And the Wheel of Fortune's here, and that's divine time in the universe, that's things going in your favor, but it's also in time. And these people, they're running out of time. They're running out of time. They're running. And all these cards are flying out, which is all the same cards that are in the Eight of Swords card too. You know, this is all the stress, everything, all the bad things that have happened. It's like trying to like run away from it. They're running out of time. This is coming. You're running out of time. This is coming. Listen to your intuition. You know this is coming. You can feel it. What is the actual... Okay. What is the potential outcome of this relationship with the path that Libra and their ex is on right now? What is the potential outcome, the overall outcome? What is going to happen here? What is going to happen between Libra and this ex? What is the outcome here? And for those of you who are not dealing with an abusive ex, like, you know, they're just egotistical, you know, pain in the ass, whatever, there's going to be some kind of communication that comes in. They want to communicate that they want to heal the situation. That's what that person's going to say to you if they're not the abuser. Hell, the abuser might do the same thing too, but... I get that for some people too. They might come in and say, you know, I've thought a lot about this. I'm coming in with truth and clarity here. I'm being honest with you. I want to heal this. Honestly, I don't care if you're dealing with an abuser or not, Libra. I think you should leave the past in the past. That is exactly why walking away is here. It's going to make you happy. This is a 9. 27 breaks down to a 9. That's like wish fulfillment. And 42 breaks down to 6, which is, it's change. It's positive change. It's also spiritual guidance, help. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. The overall outcome between Libra and their ex. She's nurturing. The Queen of Cups, she's loving, she's caring. She can be overly emotional. I want to see what else is with her. She's a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You might be getting help from a water sign, or you might have water in your chart. This person can be emotionally balanced, especially in the upright. They could be helping you emotionally in some way. Yeah. Okay. You're getting help from a water sign. Sorry if my mic is going weird. Anyways. The outcome is you might be getting help from a water sign. Like I said, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She's emotionally balanced. She's very nurturing. She's very giving. She's very caring. she's helpful. With the High Priestess here, I mean, this is listening to your intuition. Also, the Queen of Cups is very intuitive. These are two intuition cards. This person could practice, you know, witchcraft. She could do things like that. She is very spiritual. She could be a tarot reader. She could be, she could definitely work in the arts, but she could also be psychic. Could be seeing a psychic. A lot of, not all tarot readers, but like I know that I am. I'm also a medium. But you're seeking, you're getting help from a very spiritual person. This person's going to help balance your emotions. There's also a child in this picture. It's like helping you and your child. Protection. Secretly. There's some secret protection here that you're going to get from this water sign woman, this female. She's very gifted. We also have a counterpart here, which is the King of Cups. For some of you, if you're not seeking guidance from a spiritual person, you could have a water sign couple helping you secretly to get away, or you could be emotionally invested in somebody else secretly, not saying anything. I mean, it could be a romantic partner, it could be a friend, it could be a therapist, it could be anyone, but this couple is very strong. They're very intuitive. They're very caring. This is a very caring couple. So you could have a secret relationship coming up, but the outcome of this situation, yeah, you might be hiding a relationship from this person. You very well could, but I get more help. I get help. This water sign woman, if you're getting help from her, she could be with a water sign man who is also helping with the situation, could be dragged into this. You could meet this person through her, or while you're dealing with this, you meet this person. I'm sorry, I was just like getting information. He's got the cards in his hands too. I thought he came out before in the very beginning. This could be the facade, the show that this woman, this person could be unmasking this. You know, he doesn't look very happy in this picture either. Like, it's almost like he knows that just one big wave and all the emotions are going to go and he's not going to be able to hold it in anymore. He's not going to be able to keep this facade up for very long. This is going to come out. That's what's going to happen. Okay, I feel like it's connected, but I kind of feel like it could be separate too. Like I said, some of you getting spiritual guidance from this waterside woman, this high priestess woman. You're getting help from her. And then this is him. This is the same guy. This water sign man is this emperor. Could be an Aries, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. Who cares about the signs? This is his true nature. This is who he pretends to be. And then all these secrets with the High Priestess, the friggin' devil's back out. Okay, so we have the show. This is the facade. Now here, it's getting chipped away. He's getting upset because it's a cycle that he does. This, his true colors are being shown. But then we have the Two of Cups here too. This is a soulmate union. It is a relationship. But it's not, with the devil here, this is not the type of soul bond you want. The bond, soul bond, binding, bondage, bonding, bonding, binding, binding, binding. This water sign woman could be binding this person, could be trying to get him away from you, binding. To end the conflict. He might fight against it. Yep. Whatever this woman is doing to help is going to work. It basically, I mean, that is definitely not for all of you, but in that scenario, this King of Cups is going to fight like hell against it. And what's going to happen is this is going to come out because he's not going to be able to control it. This devil energy is just going to be like, oh, there it is, like bam. It's going to come right out because he's going to fight like hell, but it's just going to he's not going to be able to fight against it because it's going to work. Don't eat or drink anything around this person. Not around this woman, around your ex. Especially if they make it or give it to you. But let's see. Okay. This could, and then for those of you who are not dealing with the metaphysical, you're not talking to a high priestess or medium or psychic, what have you, someone who's doing this type of work, that is probably for one person or a couple of you. But if that's the case, I feel like it is going to work. But for others of you who, whether you're dealing with an abusive ex or just an egotistical ex, this could be a secret romance. Could either be a secret romance, and if you have water in your chart. If not, this couple right here, this water sign, these water, whatever. These people are married. I'm going to tell you that right now. They are protecting you and your child and or your children. They're hiding you. It could be not witness protection program, but you know how there's halfway houses for, you know, battered women and things like that. This couple, you're gonna, I don't know if you already know them, if they're family members, if they're friends, or if the courts or police officers, somebody is going to help you connect with these people. They're gonna hide you. I feel like you're going to be able to get away from him. All right, yeah. There's a lot of conflict here. I think you're conflicted internally about this person, about this situation. I feel like it's extremely stressful. You don't really know what to do. Yeah, because there's just the fucking devil. It's just here. He won't go away. This is a toxic bond. This is a toxic person is what it is. So we're going to do just a little bit of clarifying on these to see if there's any other information that we can get. And then I'll do some romance angels, which I don't know if I really should do romance angels in this situation. We know what needs to be done here. Oh my good gravy. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so I want to know what the Chariot is in your mind. I'm not clarifying them all. I'm just going to do a few. Knight of Pentacles. This is a slow-moving offer. This could be help. Yeah, you're trying to get help to move forward. You're thinking about getting away from this situation. You could also be waiting on money to fix a car, especially if it's broken down, whether your ex messed with it or not. Some of you could be having car issues, vehicle issues. Oh my gosh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Hold on. Oh, I'm going to pull out. Oh, there it is. Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you could be waiting on money to fix your car, like I said, to move forward because you don't feel stable. Also, with the King of Pentacles being in reverse, the King of Pentacles can be a husband. I don't know if you were married to this person before, if you're trying to get a divorce from them, or if it was just a high-level commitment, but this is slowly moving away from this person. Okay, so I want to know what Death, the Hangman, and the Sun is here for in Libra's feelings. Death. Oh my God. Death is clarified by death. And this Death card kind of freaks me out. And Justice in reverse. This is not having justice. Oh my God. Okay. This is definitely a warning for somebody, for somebody, okay? And like I said, I don't want to panic anybody. I don't want to freak anybody out, but I'm going to tell you right now. If you will know if this is your story, you will know, like with every fiber of your being, this abusive psychopath. There are killers out there. There are psychos out there. I'm really not happy that I'm picking up on this energy, but I swear to God, somebody needs to hear this. I know it. Okay. You, with this Death card, it freaks me the F out because the cat is holding this hourglass. It's like time is up. Your time is up. You're running out of time. And I kept saying that. But there's Death is watching in the window behind that candle. Spying. Just waiting. Just lurking. Lurking around the corner. Like I said with this before, there's a few scenarios for a few different people. Someone is not happy. Someone wants to be happy, but they can't figure out how to be happy. And they are contemplating suicide. Possibly by hanging themselves. Not necessarily, but somebody feels stuck to the point in this situation, in their life, in their current environment, to the point where they are suicidal. If you are a friend or family member of somebody who is dealing with a psycho or an abusive ex or an egotistical asshole, and you know that this person is really sad, get them help. Get them help. Watch them. Keep an eye on them. If this is you, ask for help. There is definitely a female figure in your midst, in your environment, who will help you, who wants to help you, who is there for you, who is probably already trying to help you, especially if that's a suicidal thing. Well, regardless. Okay, then the other scenario here is that this psycho mother effer you feel that they're going to kill you. You don't know for sure, but you're scared of it. You fear this. And then for others of you who are not dealing with a psycho ex, they're just egotistical, because, all of us have an asshole ex who can be a little weird. If that's the case, you could be dealing with a death in your family or in your midst. Like someone close to you could have passed away, and you're grieving that. You're dealing with that right now on top of whatever else. Like that's an emotional thing for you. So those are the 3 scenarios with this that I have so far. But I'm telling you, for the most part, I feel suicide and fear of death, fear of somebody causing harm to you. The Sun, 8 of Wands, Queen of Swords. This is cutting somebody out. So it's somebody's happy, but there's no justice. There's clarity about moving forward. There's no justice in the situation. Somebody's getting clarity so that they can move forward quickly. They're cutting something out, cutting somebody off, cutting somebody out. Crows and ravens off also represent death. Queen of Swords reversed. She's pissed. And then the 8 of Swords is jail. Being stressed out, feeling mentally trapped, not knowing what to do. This really could be suicide. Somebody feels like there's no justice in the situation. The only way to get out of it is to do that. That is not the only way. That is not the way to go. I really hope that that's not. I'm sorry. Okay. What is the Lovers in this Ace of Pentacles here for how Libra's ex feels about Libra and the situation? Regardless of actual deaths and thinking about it and whatnot, you definitely want to end this situation. You have the King of Pentacles reversed up here in your thoughts, and they want to make it work with their Queen of Pentacles. Yep. Yeah, they want to make it work. And they want to do it quick. What is Judgment here in their mind? The Tower reversed with the 2 of Wands reversed. Making a decision. Okay. This is a past Tower for something that crumbled down, something that has already broken down. Judgment. They're thinking. They want judgment in the decision that you made to end this situation, to leave, to end this relationship. They want you to pay for that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, my anxiety is through the freaking roof right now. Like, I'm really nervous. They're not fucking happy. They're not happy. Oh my God. What is the Fool and the 7 of Swords here for Libra's ex's actions? Should I take these? Yes. 5 of Swords reversed with the Lovers. This is not having the upper hand. This is losing the battle. They don't have the upper hand over this new beginning, so they're being sneaky. They're making a decision behind your back to fucking end something. Ten of Swords. This is betrayal. This is betrayal. Oh my God. Okay. Six of Cups with justice for what Libra wants, their outcome for what they want, for what Libra wants. Why is this here? I really want to know what the Six of Cups and justice is. Are they protecting children? Do they want the past back? What the Some of you might take this person back just because you are so scared. There's help out there. There is help. There's help. There's help. Walk away. There's help. Walk away. Six of Pentacles. This is equal give and take. Wanting things to be balanced. Yeah, you want justice in this situation. You're fighting for justice. You want this person to fucking pay. You are not giving up on this ending, basically. You're like, nope, this Ten of Pentacles is reversed. I don't want to be married to you. I want a divorce. I don't want to be with you. I don't care. I am fighting for this ending. I'm fighting for my freaking life here, for my child's life. From the Emperor reversed. You want justice for this egotistical, abusive, narcissistic, psychopath piece of shit. I'm sorry, this person's a piece of fucking shit. Piece of shit. Like, I shouldn't talk like that about people, but I'm sorry. Okay, I know this might sound weird, and some people will probably judge me for it, but I don't care. I'm a Scorpio, and Dark Night of the Soul, all that shit. I've gone through some pretty rough stuff. I'm just going to say, I really have. I mean, I'll explain a story in a minute. I know this is getting really long, but I know that somebody needs to hear this. I watch like serial killer documentaries and stuff like that because the psychological aspects of a serial killer intrigue me, because it's like I can't wrap my head around the fact that somebody could cause physical harm, and do all these sick, disgusting things to other people, because I couldn't even imagine it. You know what I mean? Like, how do these people, what makes them tick? What makes them do that? So I watch this stuff, and I also watch police interrogations, and I'm fucking telling you what, these sick fucks, like this guy right here, and this is a man, and I don't care if someone's going to come up in the comments and say, oh no, it's not gender-based. I read the cards. I know what they all mean. I also get messages. I see friggin' like literally a movie reel in my head. I pick up different things. I will look at one card one time and read it completely different the next, because that is how that's how it works for me. I'm not just an empath. I mean, spirit talks to me. I'm a medium. I have psychic abilities, it just, whatever. We all read differently, and that is how I read, and I see it this way. This is a fucking man. Well, he's not a man. He's an immature fucking guy is what he is. But he's psycho. He is psycho. Like, there's literally no emotion here. And that's why I was saying, because the Emperor isn't always an asshole. I mean, this way, yes, he is. Upright, no, he's not. But I could not get that feeling out of my head. And I've seen him reverse already in the deck. But even this guy looks grumpy. But it's like split personality. I know it's a facade, and he's doing this for show because, if people knew that he was like this, he'd be locked up years ago, or be hiding on a deserted island, which is where he fucking belongs. But my point is like, when I watch those shows and stuff, watching these people and their reactions, like they'll show the murder victims and things like that, and these people don't care. They're just like, oh yeah, they'll laugh. Like it's fucking twisted to realize that people are actually like that. Some people are. I was going somewhere with that. I'm so flustered right now. But it blows my mind. There are literally people like that, and this is one of them. This is fucking one of them. I know it in every fiber of my being. I know it. Like, I want to cry right now. I feel so bad for whoever's going through this. Please, like, I am going to cry. My eyes, son of a bitch. Don't resort to this. Do not resort to this. If there is anything I can do to help, just let me know. I don't know why the fuck I'm crying right now. I really don't. It does just hit me out of friggin' nowhere. Oh my God. I don't want to tap into how you feel, Libra. I really don't, because it's just gonna... Whew. Oh, shit. I hate crying. I don't cry in front of people. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, that came out of no... That wasn't me. That's not my emotions. I know it's not my emotions. I touched this card, like I went like that, and I just, like, literally the tears just welled up in my eyes. You're scared. You're fucking... Whoever this is fucking terrified. And rightfully so. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, I'm going to finish clarifying, and then if I can compose myself, I will go into the story I was going to say. But anyways, this person's psycho. It's real. We have the Three of Wands. This is waiting. The fucking guy. Alright. Why is the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess here with the King of Cups? Oh, I keep hitting the microphone. I apologize. The Magician reverse. This is a master manipulator. This is also not being able to manifest something. It's like waiting. Let's see. Why is the Magician here? Waiting on not being able to manifest something. Waiting because you can't manifest something. Why is the Magician reversed with the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups? What is this about? Please give me more information, Spirit. A new beginning. Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups. What is the Knight of Swords here for? The Knight of Swords rushes in with communication. And then we have the Fool. Somebody is waiting on a new beginning. They're waiting on probably communication from this water sign, this High Priestess person. Because something isn't working out right now. It isn't manifesting fast enough. Can I get more, please? Three of Swords, heartbreak, pain, agony, depression, an ending. This manipulator, this king, this King of Swords, a King of Swords, why the fuck did I say that? The King of Cups, he's the manipulator. He's waiting because he can't manifest this new beginning right now. There's some painful conversation coming in, some truth and clarity from a Queen of Wands who's pissed about a missed opportunity, about not accepting an offer, which is upsetting. Seven of Swords reversed. Not putting any more time into it, not getting what you want. Strength. Hangman reverse, not being stuck anymore. That's a relationship with a King of Wands. What is this Three of Swords here for? I feel like someone can't wait for this new beginning. Someone isn't gonna fucking wait. This is moving to calmer water, getting away from this is fast communication. Could be about healing, moving to calmer waters and healing. Because somebody was waiting and couldn't manifest a new beginning. So I feel like this is being defensive, defending yourself against this emotional offer, not starting a new beginning. Yes, this Queen of Cups, this High Priestess is helping you, is going to communicate how to heal from this situation, how to move forward. They're going to help you heal from this. This person's going to help you. And this King of Cups is waiting. He's a manipulator, but he can't manifest this new beginning. Because this Queen of Cups friggin' stopped him. On some level. Yeah, she put a block against this emotion, against it all, against this new beginning. And he is not fucking happy about it. He's not being recognized. He's not, yeah. He didn't know what the hell to do. Haha. Hell friggin' yeah. You go. You go, girl. You go. My goodness, this is a rough one, Libra, and I know this is not for everybody, and I am sorry that it's taken me so darn long, but, you know, I'll toss a couple romance angels on here. Hopefully we'll get some advice on new love. I mean, I do want to, we'll see what comes out. What advice do we have for Libras in this situation? What advice do you have for Libras in this situation with this psycho? I mean, you're getting help from a woman, an older female. Oh, she doesn't have to be older. She's just, I kind of just see older. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I feel like you need, that just fell. Like I just threw that right on this death thing, this suicide. If you're sad, you really need to open up and you need to talk to this helpful person. You really do. I think that's what that's for. You need to open up. You don't have to do this alone. You really don't have to do this alone. I don't want to keep touching those cards because it's going to make me cry again. Yes, exactly. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, so you really need to open up about how you're feeling, about all this stress, about everything that's going on, because you cannot bottle that up. You just can't. That is... You are in too much friggin' pain, darling. Too much pain. Let's turn this upside down. We're getting away from this asshole. We're moving away. Any other advice for Libras in this situation? You're walking away. You're walking away. Even though you have romantic feelings. And a lot of that has to do with emotional manipulation. I mean, look, we have The Magician reversed, that's an emotional manipulator. Do not friggin' reconcile with this person. Do not. That is what they want. That's not good for you. I mean, okay, you've got this jerk. He's a master manipulator. He's causing all this pain. For fuck's sake, he's causing thoughts of death and wanting to hang yourself because you don't know what to do. You don't know how to find your happiness. Like, no. That person does not love you, honey. They don't. And I think you know that. It's hard. Especially if you've been with that person for a long time. It is time to walk away for good. I'm going to tell you a brief story. I know this is really long already, but as I'm cleaning up, I'm just going to say it. So, okay. I mean, I have multiple stories. When I say that I've had a rough life, I friggin' mean it. So, one of my exes, I'm not going to name names just because, you know, I'm not like that. But anyways, he was very abusive. He was not only verbally abusive, but I mean, he had these weird sexual fantasies and everything, and he would try to get me tangled up in all that crap and try to make me do things I didn't want to do, you know, and I'm not going down that road right this second, but this one time, because there was multiple occasions here, but one of the worst times, I'll never forget it. It scared the fucking crap out of me. I mean, he was always, you know, I used to call him an attention whore, but when he always had that, you know, like a man's in charge attitude. And when he drank, he was a real dick. Let me just say that right now. He was supposedly extremely religious, but I don't know any churches or legit religions and churches that would find what he was doing okay, like, you know, whatever. But anyways, thank God my kids weren't home. Thank God whenever he wanted to put his hands on me, my children were with their father. Yeah, I was alone, but I don't want my kids subjected to that shit. So anyways, he was drinking, and well, I had a couple beers with him too. We were outside, we had a fire, and we're just, you know, sitting by the fire pit having a couple beers, and he asked me if I knew this certain song, and I said yeah, and then he played it, and I started singing the lyrics because I knew it. Well, it's a heavy metal song, and I'm not really into that kind of music, but I know it. It's from the 90s. I mean, it's not really that heavy, but anyways, the lyrics are pretty twisted. So anyways, he went off on this whole tangent about how I was a disgrace and blah, 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 because I knew the lyrics to the song, which he had it on his fucking phone, but whatever. Anyways, so that caused a problem. So I was like, screw it, I'm going to bed. I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm not, you know, I don't want to fight. So I went into the bedroom. He stayed up, continued drinking, and then I literally woke up. The lights flicked on in the bedroom. I woke up to him grabbing my foot and yanking me out of bed and dragging me through the house. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? He dragged me all the way into the kitchen. We finally get into the kitchen, and I'm like, he let go of me, and I kind of stood up and I backed away, and I was like, what's going on? You know, like trying to talk to him normal, like talk him down, because usually that would work. And it did. And I'm like, okay, so, you know, this is okay. Well, he kept, like, badgering me with questions, and he was just being a downright asshole. So I pretended like everything was fine, and then I grabbed my phone when he wasn't looking, and I ran into the bathroom. And I slammed the door, locked it, and put my back against the door, and I was trying to call my ex-husband, my kid's father, to come help me. And because I knew that it wasn't over. I'm not stupid. I've been down this road before, you know. So I was like, oh, shit. But anyways, yeah, he banged on that door and banged on that door, and he fucking kicked it down, ripped off the hinges, like fell right over my head, like smashed me on the head. So I'm sitting, I'm sitting, okay, this is me. I'm sitting and the door goes like this to me. I'm like, ah, fucking hurt. So of course I'm under the door. My hand's up, my phone's in my hand. He grabs my phone and friggin' throws it across the kitchen, and then grabs me by my hair and yards me out from underneath the fucking door and drags me back into the kitchen. And of course I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it. Who'd you fucking call? I didn't call anybody, I swear to God I didn't call anybody. So I'm trying to get him off me, and he finally backs up enough. I grab my keys and I fucking hauled ass out of that house. And it was just like out of a horror movie. It really was. I was so scared. I was shaking. I finally get in. I had a Jeep at the time, a Grand Cherokee. I jump into the Jeep and I lock the doors, and I'm like fumbling to start the fucking car. Because when you're watching a scary movie and you're like, bitch, start the car. Like, how hard is it to turn the key? It's fucking hard when you're scared. So I'm trying. I got it started. Guess what? The locks in my car don't fucking work. Yeah, they lock every goddamn door except for the driver's side. He opens up the door, turns off the car, and yards me out of the vehicle, and grabs me by my hair again and dragged me up this rock pathway all the way back into the house, into the kitchen. And I stood up, and before I could fucking run or do anything, he slammed me as hard as he could into the door to my kid's bedroom, and the doorknob hit me in the back. And I don't know what it hit, but it did something to the point where I collapsed like a fucking ton of bricks on the floor, and I couldn't get up. And he called me names, and he came over, and it was like kicking me, trying to get me up. I couldn't get up. I had to army crawl to my fucking bed and then have my kid's father take me to the hospital the next day because I couldn't even roll over. I mean, he fucked me up good. And that was scary as hell. I mean, so I'm just saying, I can fucking relate. I can. And I'm sorry that I keep dropping the F-bomb here, but I just want you guys to know that it's not easy for me to talk about things like that. And I know I'm not in that situation anymore, so it does get easier with time. But I'm literally sharing this story with a lot of fucking people. And I don't sit here and talk about that stuff. I don't. And I'm doing it because I want you to know you're not alone. You're not alone. So if you're really going through something like this, and that's just one story, like I said, and trust me, living it is a lot harder than hearing a story, you're not alone. I'm here. If you need anything, my email's in the box below. You don't have to comment publicly. If you want to put a nice comment on there, you can. But, if you don't want to share your story publicly like I just did, email me. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. So if this resonated with you, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope it didn't resonate with you. I really hope not, because it was kind of a shitty reading, not gonna lie. But somebody had to hear it. So yeah, thank you for all your support. I'm also gonna put this in the comments, but if you, with a minimum donation of $8, I will answer one question during a general reading for the next zodiac, for the next sign of Libra, whatever your zodiac sign is. And if I get, a decent amount of questions, I might just do a separate video full of questions, but I'll announce your name and your question, whatever, if you would like. But it has to be a minimum of $8 donation. My PayPal information is in the box below as well. Also, feel free to donate. All the donations pretty much go back to my channel, like with the new cards that I get. I got a mic finally. I'm trying to do all the right things and make it better for you guys and more enjoyable. All your feedback is wonderful, and if any of you would like to see something different or whatnot, just let me know. Yeah, so I wish you guys the best of luck, especially if you're in that situation. And I just want you to know right now that suicide is not going to fix anything. I know it's hard to see, especially if you feel that way. I've been there. I mean, I don't know if you can see it in the light, because my arm don't bend that way, but I mean, I got my fair share of scars too, so I'm just saying that's part of my past too. I told you, I got stories, but I was gonna say more, but that's pretty much it. This is the longest video I've done. It's almost 2 friggin' hours long, but I feel like somebody really needed to hear it, so I wish you all the best of luck, and I am gonna say one hell of a prayer for you. I really am. I love you guys very much, and I'm so thankful that you guys take the time to listen to me rant. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon, because I'm going to do another spread for the month of March anyways. But have a wonderful evening, guys. Bye.